garment of joy for heaviness. A place where the word works wonders. Come, experience worship and praise in a heavenly manner. Healing for hurting souls. A place of deliverance and prophetic declaration.
By this time next year, there are many singles hearing the sound of my voice. Your husband, your wife shall stand by your side. In the name of Jesus, truly you will move forward. The stories of more than 77 people will change this night.
Amen. Wonders TV with Rev Dr Austin Eghaghe, Senior Pastor, Assurance of Salvation Ministries International, aka Fire Center Worldwide.
I titled this message, Silence is a Silent Killer. Silence means consent. What is destroying our country today is that people who supposed to effect change, people who supposed to say something that there will be a change, are keeping silent. The only material, the only ingredient that the devil needs to succeed over any society, over any marriage, over any organization is one thing called silence. No matter how bad a country is, no matter how bad a state is, no matter how bad a church is, no matter how bad an organization is, God has a way of planting voices in those places. If those voices could speak, there will be a change. But the devil does not want those voices to say anything. The devil wants the voice to keep quiet because it's the voice of change. It's a voice of correction. It's a voice of revival. It's a voice of revolution. It's a voice that will bring a positive turnaround to that organization, to that country, to that society. The devil will ask the good people to keep quiet. There was a man in the Bible, Eli. According to 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 12. He has children that turn out to be so stubborn, so nonchalant. They were sons of Belial. They grew up from the church. All their lives, they lived within the confines of the church, but yet they were negative. Why? Because their father, who was the pastor, the priest, who's supposed to have corrected them, kept silent. Things will never be good on its own. Nigerians, hear my voice. Things will never be good on its own until the people that God has positioned around us should speak out. Don't keep silent. Silence is a sign of consent. If you don't say something against it, it means that you voted for it. If you don't say something against it, it means you are in support of it. If you don't say something against it, it means that you are an accomplice to it. People hate truth speakers. People hate true preachers. If you are speaking the truth, I know people will hate you, but I have good news for you. Let people hate you for the truth than to celebrate you for lies. Liars are not remembered after they leave, but truth speakers, lovers of truth, when they leave this earth, they can never be forgotten. People will always recall and say, this was what that man said. Silence is a silent killer. Let me show you another verse in the Bible. Because of that, God sent a man of God to another man of God. Some men of God don't believe that if you are a man of God, God should send another man of God to you. What is God coming to tell me? If God has any message, let him come directly to talk to me. That's wrong. You do not know your Bible. In 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 12, the Bible told us that the children of Bela, they grew up in the church, but they don't know the Lord. There came a man of God was sent again to another man of God. Wait, man of God, and no Bible. All of us, we all know in parts. You don't know everything finish. Open your heart, be humble, so that God can minister to you and correct the area you may not be seeing in your life. God has to send a man of God to another man of God. Some men of God can never sit down to hear from another man of God. Deaconess, another deaconess can correct you. Christian sister, another Christian sister can correct you. You must open a room for correction in your life. If you fail to be corrected, then you will not fail to be condemned. God sent a man of God to a man of God. And on getting there, and there came a man of God unto a man of God called Eli, and said unto him, thus said the Lord, did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? And I told your father that your family will live as priests. They will be this. He said, but now I'm about to change my promise. May God not change his good promises in your life. Your attitude can change your attitude. Women, listen. You can catch a man with sex, but you cannot keep him with sex. It takes love to keep a man, not sex. Especially young girls who are in the house. Today we don't teach the truth again. Walking, what's on? Are we like him or we mune? Mune? Where go mune? Dem na mune amenaya sabezeno. Amuna. For God loveth a cheerful giver. It's an insult. I was counseling an adult from a particular church in GROA. And I said, and she was complaining about disappointment. I always experience disappointment. I don't know what's wrong with my life. I said, all the men that have disappointed you, did you sleep with all of them? She said, of course. It's a normal thing. And she's a chorister in her church. Nobody preach anything. See, anybody who will not save you will send you to hell. God gave Moses, according to Hosea 12:13. 12:13 is a spinner that no mechanic can do without in a workshop. Find out. Once you are a mechanic, you have to do with technical matter. 12:13 is an indispensable spinner. That's why God placed it strategically in Hosea 12:13. Before I left my home this morning, I've already touched Hosea 12:13 spinner. By a prophet, the Lord delivered. That deliverance means salvation. Save Israel from bondage. Then by a prophet, the Lord preserve. Until you deliver the people, until you save them, you can't preserve them. You don't want them to be in the church so you can have crowd of people everywhere. But how many of them there are saved? No one. You teach them how to feel like being saved, but not how to be saved. You teach them how to resemble a Christian, but not a Christian. Today, packaging has almost spoiled the church. Packaging. You package a kidnapper, you package a thief, you package an armed robber, you package evil people, you package them so they can look like what they are not. Jesus Christ says that they color paint the face of the sepulchre, the face of the tomb. They make it very, very fanciful, but inside of the grave is full of dead men's bone. Packaging. Stop teaching people to look like, teach them to be. You package. When your husband is coming, just package, arrange your hair, arrange your this, arrange your this. Today you package, tomorrow you package, next tomorrow. Very soon reality will come. Did you not watch it in your television? When the girl came and said, what's happening? He said, you know everything that happened? He said, there's nyafu nyafu. And the girl said, what's nyafu nyafu? He said, nyafu nyafu, not iboku. If they don't give you good job, boku. What is iboku? You never hear. If you don't give only 100 naira recharge card, they go multiply and times how many. Say, okay, where be the place? He said, sister, so you be area. Now they speak slangs for me. He said, now packaging now. We have already taught people packaging, and packaging is confusing the world. People are no longer seeing the real thing, the reality of life. Listen to me. Life is a reality. Now, I'm not preaching against packaging. You can package, but before you package, correct the content. Don't carry a scripture and package it. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? A choir master came to our deliverance meeting, and as we began to pray, the choir master he faced me. All my prayer warriors came. The choir master faced me. The choir master turned his leg this way, and the choir master was looking for me. And all the deliverance ministers who were praying with me, they came around. They were trying to hold the choir master. And the choir master said, come, I am a snake, but I'm the choir master of my church. I have finished all of them. All the guests in that church, all of them are my girlfriends. You see, we package them. We don't work on them. I'm not against packaging. I like fanciful thing. I like beautiful thing. But before you make it beautiful, why not walk inside first? Many girls today, they have been lured astray because they thought they were marrying a man of God. They thought they were marrying a well-suited Christian brother, but they never knew they were getting married to a devil. Packaging. Somebody say silence. Say it again. Silence is a silent killer. Don't be quiet when you see something wrong. Beginning from your life, your own body, your house, your family, then your nation, your environment. Your environment. The wicked people in our land, they are staying in people's houses. Every night he will open the door and leave, and very early in the morning he will come back, and you notice it, and you are not saying anything about it. A woman kept quiet. Silence is a silent killer. Let me say this. Often it had been happening, but this one particular day, she noticed her husband stood from the bed, and the husband just looked at the wife and bent to the ground, and the next thing, the husband turned to a lion and flew out of the window. Hey, am I dreaming? She pinched herself. In the morning, so you know, if such happened to you, you can't sleep deep again. In the morning, she opened one, he closed one. And then the husband came again and flew into the room. and looked at the wife, and the woman closed her eye as if she was sleeping. And the husband came back and entered the bed and slept. The wife was shivering. The wife could not maintain it. And then the husband noticed the way the wife, are you sleeping? What's wrong with you? Why are you behaving like this? My husband, no, please. Please. And the husband knew that she saw something. Did you see anything? Yes. What did you see? I saw you turn into a lion just now. Hey! Now you have caught me. But listen, my wife. The day I will hear it from you, from whosoever, I will turn into that same lion and eat you up. I won't kill you because you are my wife. But as long as you keep, see, silence hates the devil. Silence encourages the devil. Silence expands the devil. Silence gives support to the enemy. So the woman kept quiet and silent, and she began to emaciate. She began to grow lean. She was suffering everything within herself. The law was the day you will say to anybody, I will turn to that lion and eat you up. Some women know that they are married to winches. Some women know that they are married to occultic men. Some women know that they are married to armed robbers. Some women know that they are married. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they are dying in. He was eating her. I wonder how it feels to make love with a lion man. Open your mouth. Open your leg. Ooh. And then she never told anybody until one day they were in a meeting where a true servant of God, a seasoned one, a righteous man of God, not a diviner, stood on the altar while he was preaching, said, Baba says there is a woman here. You were fat before, but now you are growing lean because your husband is a lion. And you are under an oath that the day you will tell anybody, you will die. Where is that woman? Come out now for God to deliver you. The woman did not tell anybody. So the woman came out. Are you the one? Yes, sir. She was like broom, quarter to die. Silence is a silent killer. And after they did all the prayers, she confessed everything to the servant of God. The people, the prayer warriors were angry. Listen,